going, guys, and welcome back to Salvage Auto Rebuilds, where it is bright and early in this morning. It's a little bit foggy today, but yeah, the weather has been kind of weird these past couple of days. So yes, here we are. We are just making our way back from Middletown. So behind the truck over here, we've got the flatbed trailer or the car trailer. And on top of that, we have got Uncle Bill's pickup truck. So yes, the guys over at the service center finished the paint job, and it is looking pretty decent, guys. I must say so myself. They definitely did a decent job on it. It's not perfect, obviously. It's an old truck, so it'll never probably ever be perfect again. But yes, we also have got a couple of things in the bed of our truck that I managed to pick up over in Middletown. So yeah, it's actually still very early in the morning, but I managed to get a couple of things secondhand, and I arranged with the service center so that we can actually pick up the truck before the time that they were going to open this morning. So yeah, very big shout out to them for letting us come through this early in the morning, which gives us a nice full day ahead of us to sort out the things we need to take care of. So yeah, guys, on the back of the truck, I don't know if I can really show you too much, but yeah, we've got a couple of things back there. So there's a full set of wheels and tires for our Neva, and there's also a engine stand, some window tint, and yeah, a little bit of a floor jack upgrade for us. So yes, in fact, we are going to be working a little bit more easier from now on with the vehicle lifting and such. So hopefully this new floor jack that I've got is going to be solving the issue, that we currently have with lifting the vehicles up without our vehicles fitting onto the scissor jack that we've got, or the scissor lift. But alright, so here we are, home sweet home. Now I'm going to have to try and figure this out, because I need to try and get Uncle Bill's truck off of the trailer first of all. So I think if we pulled over right here. Okay, let's just turn this off, handbrake up. And we need to try and be quite quick about this, because yeah, this muddy slope is a bit of a problem on the driveway. We did have some rain the other day, and it hasn't really stopped since then. So I guess it's fine. We'll manage like this. So now I'm gonna have to take a nice little hop into here, and there we go. We're gonna just first of all pull this thing off before I show you guys exactly what they did with this thing. So yeah, as I mentioned before, it's a two-tone paint job, and yeah, they actually did not too bad. I think it could have been better if they spent a little bit more time on it, but Uncle Bill was sort of getting a little bit of in a hurry, if you know what I mean, to get it sorted. And that is why they didn't have a whole lot of time sorting this thing out. But I think it's good enough. It's definitely going to look a whole lot better than it did. So there we go. I think that is decent enough. Should be able to get everything sorted on this thing. So yeah, there she is. It's pretty much a cyan on white, if we can call it that. So the upper part of the truck has been painted in this beautiful cyan, or baby blue color as they would call it. And they've got these stickers that they put on. It's like a vinyl at the bottom, but it's also, yeah, they sprayed clear coat over it. So it still needs to be polished, and that is what we're going to be taking care of today, is getting this thing polished up again. We also, yeah, blew the exhaust header when we pulled it off of the, when we pulled it onto the trailer. So yeah, luckily we've got not a header, the exhaust itself actually packed up. So there are a couple of imperfections, like if you open the tailgate, you'll see that there's also some vinyl over there. There's also inside the fuel door, they haven't really done a proper job at covering that up, but you know, I think it looks pretty decent. They also went ahead and fitted the new trim on this thing, so it's actually not looking too bad. I did send the glass with the truck. So they've got the back window and the front window installed, as well as the small windows over there. I had to wait for some parts to come in, which Uncle Bill actually paid for everything. We've got the small window in this door as well. But over here in the garage, let's just open up here. Yeah, there's a whole lot of parts here, guys. So I kind of did a bit of sorting and just, you know, figuring out stuff where they need to go and so on. So over here in the garage, we've got all of the bright work, like the chrome, and also some window lifters with the glass, and a full new interior for this truck. So yeah, I think everything is basically here for us to put this truck together again. So we're going to see how this is going to go. And I think what I'm going to do today is we're going to leave the trailer on the back of our truck here. We'll see if I can manage this. So yeah, we've got a full set of wheels and tires for the Neva. So I still need to sort out a spare tire for it as well. So we are going to be working on the Neva, getting this thing put together. And I think these wheels are going to look okay. I wouldn't say it's going to be the best fitting wheel for the truck, but we are going to be putting these fancy adjustable coilovers on it. So I managed to get at least all of those parts for the suspension as well. So yeah, I'm just going to have to bring all of these wheels over one by one, I guess. And we'll also grab the floor jack. Let's just bring this over here. Okay, so this is our new fancy floor jack. So I think this is going to help us out a little bit better in lifting the vehicle up a little bit higher. So we'll see how this is going to work out. Alright guys, but I think I'm not going to waste your time by watching me offload all the wheels and tires. So let me get this sorted real quick, and then we will see what we are going to continue with today. I think the truck is fine here. Alright, let me get this offloaded, and I'll bring you guys back up to speed once I'm done with this. Alrighty, and that should do. So we also got ourselves a engine stand, which is going to come in handy when we do the service on the engine from the Neva. So yeah, it's a little bit crammed in here, but I kind of emptied the place out just so that we can put this thing in here. So I think that'll hopefully work out. We'll see how it goes. And last but not least, let me just go and quickly fetch the toolbox over here. Alright, and there we go. That is everything offloaded that we need. In my backpack I've got the window tint as well. So that is for Uncle Bill's truck. So we are going to be tinting the windows for him as well today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with Uncle Bill's truck. I want to see if I can get this thing completely sorted out for him. I might put it on the lift, but we'll see if our new purchase floor jack is going to help us with changing the wheels on this thing. So yeah, I think that'll be a pretty good test for it. So I think let's maybe start with this. Gonna just tint all of these windows. Okay, just like this. And I think actually one roll would have been enough for everything. I think we can actually do the two front windows as well. So we might be able to tint the Neva's windows as well, but we'll see. I'm not too sure. So yeah, let's start with that. We're gonna grab our window lifters. Okay, so this one can go onto the driver's side door. Alrighty, let's just bolt that down. Okay, let's grab the other side. This one for the passenger side. Okay, pop that into there and just zip it down. Okay, let's grab that window tint real quick. Where did I put it now? It's might be this one. I don't know. Oh, it's probably that one over there. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's just tint that one as well. And then last but not least, we'll also get this one tinted like that. Alright, this can go in the trash, and that is sorted. Okay, so next up, let's do interior next. So yeah, let's start by stripping out the old interior that is left in the truck. So we've got to take out this bench seat. Okay, so grab this. And the carpet. Alright. Carpet, we'll just chuck that in the trailer over here for now. We'll do the same with the bench seat, because I don't think I'm going to be using this bench seat in my truck. We'll still decide what we want to do with the our pickup truck. Okay, we've got a new replacement steering, well, gear stick. That's what I wanted to say as well. So we've got a new replacement gear stick, and we're going to just chuck this in the trailer as well. This is probably going to be scrapped. I don't know. We also need to get the dashboard out of there. Okay, so these dashboards are pretty simple to take out. So we've got a screw on this side over there, and another one on the opposite side over here, which apparently was loose. Okay, can we just grab this thing? Alright, so out with the old, and as they say, in with the new. So let's go and grab some new interior. I think let's maybe start with the headliner, because we've got a brand new headliner going in this thing. Okay, so this should be able to go in without any issues. Alright, let's see how I'm going to do this. It's probably going to be easiest to do is like this. Okay, and we need to get the rear view mirror over here. That's going to secure this thing. Okay, just like that. And zip it down. Alright, looking pretty flashy. Alright, next up, let's grab the brand new carpet that Uncle Bill has got. Right over here. Okay, there we go. Let's just slide this into there. And we're going to need to install the bench seat next for that thing to stay put. Okay, let's grab the bench seat real quick. Alrighty. Let's bring this over here. Get that into there, and we've got some bolts we need to tighten down on this side and two on the opposite side. Alright, and just zip it down. And over there. Not too bad, we are getting there. Alright, so I think the bumpers and stuff, we could probably do that as well. Let's maybe grab the stuff that we can actually put in with the wrench. Now that we've got the wrench in our hand, this is for the passenger side. So let's put this door panel on here, or the door card as you guys may know it. Alright, looking pretty flashy. Some very nice grey interior. Alright, let's get this one on this driver's side door over there. Looking pretty good. Alright, so we are definitely making good progress on this truck. It's gonna still need a couple of things to be sorted on it. Let's grab the wiper arms. So these are the old wiper arms. I just had some new wiper blades fitted to them. Alright, so we'll zip that back down. Just gonna grab the other one here. Alright, now there's another thing I'm a little bit concerned about, and that is the wheels and tires we are going to be mounting on this truck. I don't know if they are going to need wheel spaces, but I guess we'll see how that works out. Alright, let's grab our gear stick or gear shifter. Okay, that goes into there. And we'll zip it down. Okay, and then I think the next part will be the dashboard. Alright, come on. Just grab the right tool there. Okay, let's do the dashboard real quick. So this has also got a fancy new cluster in it. Alright, and zip it down. And we'll zip it down on that side. Alright, perfect. So the cluster in our truck is actually broken. I might see if the cluster that we've got in Uncle Bill's truck actually works. I think it actually does. Last time I checked. So might be able to salvage that for our own truck. So yeah, I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. Alright, let's get these door mirrors on. Alright, and that goes onto there. Alright, nice new flashy door mirrors installed, and it is looking pretty decent. So they already mounted the taillights for us, so which is great, which means something less that I have to do today. These tires started losing a bit of air as well, I noticed, but you know what, it's not so bad. We are going to be swapping the wheels today. Okay, let's get this grill onto here. Right over there. Okay, zip that down over there. Over there. And over there. Alright, so that is coming together slowly but surely. Okay, let's grab these bumpers. We'll do the front bumper first. Alright, let's just get this thing onto here. Alrighty, that is looking pretty good. Okay, and next up we're going to grab the rear bumper. Oh, I just noticed I forgot the handbrake lever. Also got to replace that still. But okay, there's the rear bumper into place. Just gonna bolt it down. Alright. Yeah, this thing is slowly but surely getting there. Alright, there's the handbrake lever, which I actually forgot. So let's hop in here quickly. Yeah, man, this interior looks pretty awesome. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, that is out. It's actually not too bad, but I figured, well, what the heck. Might as well get the new one on here. Because Uncle Bill bought a new one, so... just gotta find the sweet spot. There we go. Zip it down and handbrake up. Great stuff, guys. So that is now pretty much most of the stuff sorted. I'm going to be hanging onto this thing. I actually think we've got another one here somewhere in the garage. There it is. It came off of another vehicle at some point along our journey. I don't know. Can't recall where it's from, but okay. So now let's give our new floor jack here a little bit of a test drive and see how this thing works. Alrighty, so if I manage to get this thing under the axle here, which is going to be a little bit hard probably to do, I don't know. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, that's a little bit tricky. Let's maybe put it on the side. Let's get it lined up there. Okay, put that into there and just jack it up slowly. Alright, let's test. I mean, there's no harm in trying. Okay, let's grab one of these fancy new wheels that Uncle Bill's got for the truck. Alright, and off with the old. So these are just my... oh my goodness, this thing just dropped down on the jack. Okay, so we might have to just adjust this thing a little bit more. Well, that might actually work a bit better. Let's try it. Okay, let's continue loosening this last bolt. There's the wheel. Okay, I think we might have to get some spacers by the looks of it. I don't know. It actually seems to be under there perfectly. I don't know if we would really want to kick these wheels out a bit. Maybe that's something you guys can help me with down in the comment section. Let me know if you think Uncle Bill needs wheel spacers on this truck. Alright, but let's lower it back down. Alright, so yeah, this new floor jack is actually not doing too bad. It's just a matter of figuring out how to use it. Alright, let's put this over here. There you go. Alright, easy does it. Okay. And yeah, every time we start loosening it, the jack actually wants to start moving again. It's not ideal. Alright, but okay. Hopefully it stays there now. Alright, so we've got that wheel off. Finally, guys, just had to figure out how to operate the jack. Okay, there we go. Now let's just bolt this thing down. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, slowly but surely we are getting there, guys. So that is pretty much what the truck looks like now. Alright, let's lower it back down. Yeah, I still gotta practice a little bit with this floor jack. It's definitely something to get used to. But I think once you get the hang of this thing, it should actually be pretty decent to operate. Okay, well, let's try and see if we can do this a little bit better. Okay, that one is off. Okay, let's pop this new wheel on. There we go. Alright, so that is nice and tightened up. And now we've just got one more to go. Alright, lower it down slowly. Easy does it. Okay. And this will be the last wheel we need to change on the truck. Alright, let's see how this is going to work. Gonna be a matter of lifting it up. No, I think we need to go a little bit deeper in. I don't know yet how to work this thing exactly. Maybe we jack it on under the leaf spring here. Might be a little bit dicey doing this. Okay, let's adjust it a little bit forward. Oh, that's a nice thing. We can actually move it even if it's lifted a bit. There we go. Right, where did I put the freaking wrench now? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, let's grab this again. And I actually remembered I only tightened 3 bolts on each of these wheels. So, yeah, that's kind of why they're coming off so easily. And the last one, yeah, that is barely high enough. But alright, we'll just get all of this bolted down. And that is it, guys. I think this truck is now almost done. The only thing I need to do with it is give it a bit of a polish, which is going to take me quite a bit of time probably to do, because this thing is quite big and I need to go and cover most of the body panels on that thing. Let's just grab this. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I thought for a second I put it in the cupboard, but it's over here. Alright, so I think what we need to do is maybe, well, first of all, let's get everything out of the way here so we don't trip over anything. Okay, put this over there. Okay, and then we'll move this out of the way as well. Our backup wheels. And then we'll grab ourselves this angle grinder. I'm going to give this truck a nice bit of a polish. Let's get a little bit of a test here, just on this corner, and see what it looks like. You can see the orange peel just going away as we start polishing over here. Yeah, this is probably going to take some time, guys. So I think what I'm going to do is let's cue some music and do this for you guys in a little bit of a time lapse, so you can sit back, relax, and just enjoy.
Sun's barely up on this small town scene. Got my keys in hand, time to break free. Cyan paint chipped and worn, engine turns like it's reborn. 4 wheels and an old bench seat, been waiting here to set me free. Everything I own fits in the bed. Found my freedom in a Ford, that's what I said. Yeah, yeah. Left a note on the kitchen door. Ain't got much, don't need much more. Empty tank, but a full heart. Time for something new to start. Everything I own fits in the bed. Found my freedom in a Ford, that's what I said. Yeah, yeah. Some call it running, I call it faith. But when nothing holds you back, there's no mistakes. Mile markers flying past, making memories built to last. Dust clouds in my rear view, pain may fade, but my heart's true. Everything I own fits in the bed. Found my freedom in a Ford, that's what I said.
Alrighty guys, so I think that'll do. So this truck is looking a little bit more shiny and I don't see any more orange spill coming through anywhere. So I think we did a relatively decent job at getting this thing sorted. It's a little bit hard to see because this truck is very high and it's I'm a little too short maybe to see up there. And I still want you guys to comment down below if you think we need wheel spaces on this thing. I personally think it might do well with some 50 mil spaces at least, or maybe even 100 mils. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to let me know. And Uncle Bill also said something about some more finishing touches coming for this truck, and he's also going to be taking it for inspection so that we can get some license plates. We still got a license plate at the back, but I think that is registered to the previous owner, so he's probably going to have to just sort that out. I'm going to leave that for him to do. But yes, looking at this thing, they actually did a remarkable job with the two-tone paint job. It's not perfect, as I said. It's been done in a rush. So yeah, they didn't take a whole lot of time sorting this thing out, but I think it actually turned out relatively decent. It looks okay. So guys, now that this thing is almost done, the last thing I still want to do today is replace the exhausts on this thing. So those exhausts on here are the short ones. It's going to be probably the easiest to just take these off, get them out of the way. So this one is still fine. It's not that bad, but the one on the opposite side, that thing has burned a couple of holes through it. So we're going to be replacing both of these with some regular ones. I just noticed there was a bolt loose on that one, so that's probably also why it kind of started leaking. But yeah, that thing is completely shot. You can just see how rusty it is and full of holes. So we're going to be installing these. So this one is for the passenger side. Okay, so we're just gonna flip it around. Let's bring it under the truck over here once again. Let's get it onto there. And gotta bolt it down. Perfect. And now it's coming out at the back, which is actually, in my opinion, it looks a little bit better. And let's just grab the driver side one over here. Alright, let's bring this around here. Alright, let's bring this under there. Alright, and pop that onto there. And once again, just bolt it down like that. So that is sorted now. I think this truck should run a little bit more smoothly and quietly. So let's quickly fire it up again. Just hear how it sounds and see if everything checks out pretty well with the engine now. There we go. I think that sounds a whole lot better. Alright, well, I think it's safe to put this thing inside the garage now. So Uncle Bill will be coming home a little bit later and checking this thing out. Alright, so let's pull this thing into the garage for now. I actually wonder if this thing will fit in the garage, because yeah, the garage might be a little too small for this big old truck. But let's see how it looks. Yeah, it barely fits. Yeah, there's still a bit of space in the front. So yeah, Uncle Bill can come and have a look at this thing and see if he's happy with it. But okay guys, for now, I think it's time to start working on the little Neva, which, as you guys may know, I am going to be selling it once we get everything sorted on it. So I'm still going to be working on the engine as well. So today what I need to do is try and see if we can get the suspension put together and just sort that all out. So yeah, there's nothing really to it but to do it, as I always say. So I think let's get cracking. I just wanted to stack those wheels over there for a second. Alright, so I think let's start at the front, because the front is a little bit more complex than the rear. Alright, so first of all, we've got a new cross member, which I'm going to be mounting, first of all, to the truck over here. Alrighty, and let's just bolt that all down. And then we can actually do the engine mounts, which I don't know if I should really be doing this just yet, because this engine needs to come out anyway for us to service it, because I'm going to go through this whole engine and just make sure everything is as good as it can get. Alright, so we've got some new upper control arms for this side. So the old ones on this side was a little bit too far gone. So I figured we're just going to go ahead and buy some new ones and get it sorted out the proper way. We've also got a new steering box which goes over here, right over there. Okay, and we've got a steering arm for the opposite side which we need to install as well. That goes way back there. Okay, so that we need on there so that we can get the steering link in, which means we can then get our tie rods installed as well. Alright, so that goes over there, bolted down there and over there. Alright, that means we can actually grab this tie rod, get that back onto here, zip it down, and we'll grab our wheel hub. Alright, so I think this actually needs to go in as well now. Which it can't because I forgot to mount this. So this goes to our front differential. Well, our front cross member or the cross member. I don't think the rear is considered a cross member. That's an axle. Okay, so there we go. Now we can bolt down the half axle on this side and then we'll get our brake disc on here. Which is going to need a screwdriver to get that zipped down. So let's quickly do this. Just bring the toolbox over this way. Put it down over here somewhere and we'll just zip it down real quick over there. Okay, and next up I think let's grab this. So I think I kicked it all the way over there. Okay, get that installed. And we'll grab the shock absorber. Let's get that installed. Okay, and last but not least, the caliper. This can go on. So I already checked the main brake line and the master cylinder. That seems to be in fairly decent condition. So I think we're just going to roll with that. Okay, so now this wheel can go on. Okay, so these are already aired up. So we are golden in that regard. Okay, so let's go and do the other side of this front suspension. It's actually quite easy to do and quite painless to take care of. Okay, so this is our front drive shaft. I wonder if I'm going to be able to get to those bolts from here. I'll definitely have to try my best here. Okay, of course. Yeah, we still need to install this all in order to get that installed. Yeah, the transfer case is up here. Alright. And that is... Holy crapola. That is the rain, guys. Whoa. It's definitely coming down. Alright. I have to move my new jack out of the rain. Just put that inside there. Whoa. All of a sudden it just started raining. That is hectic. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to have to soldier on, guys. We're going to see if we can get this sorted out quickly as possible. Alright. Yeah, it's probably a little bit noisy. I just hope the microphone audio is at least loud enough to hear me at the top of the rain falling. Alright, let's get that on. Alright, there's the hub. Okay, brake disc. Alright, come on, let's grab our screwdriver. All the tools are getting wet. Yeah, this is not ideal. Let's just put it under here. Holy moly. Alright, well, I guess we gotta do what we gotta do to get this thing put together. Alright, that is going pretty well. So far, so good. Oh, come on. Can I just get this shock absorber in? Okay. I think we are getting there, guys. Caliper can go on. Okay, let's grab ourselves a spring compressor from the toolbox. Did I put it back in here? Yes, I did. Holy moly. Yeah, this rain is terrible today. As I said, the weather has been pretty weird. And I just noticed we don't have a transfer case. So I never figured out where the transfer case is on this thing. Ah, there it is. I forgot to buy this. Alright, looks like we are going to be heading over to Lewis's store a little bit later on because I forgot to order the transfer case. Alright, well, you know what? I guess we will have to go and grab that then. But okay, let's see if we can get this put together over here. You know what? I actually think let's work inside here. It's going to be a little bit better. Okay, let's get what we need from here outside. We'll assemble it in here. Alright, let's get some hubs. Okay, I hope I'm gonna get the other one in like this. Should be able to slide it in there. Okay, because now our engine stand is also kind of taking up some space here. Yep, we definitely need to invest in some sort of a workshop relatively soon, guys. So I was thinking of just putting up a carport here at Uncle Bill's house, but then again we also are in the process of maybe trying to get ourselves a bank loan so that we can buy ourselves our first little shop, you know, a little place away from home where we can actually work on vehicles and just focus on doing that. Alright, and this one can go onto here. Okay. Alright, well, let's continue with this. Okay, where did I leave the screwdriver? Ah, there it is. Okay. Right, and the frickin' problem is our truck doesn't have windows, so that is going to get super wet on the inside now. Most probably. Okay, well, this thing just moved it. Have to get that sorted out. Make sure that thing doesn't move around when we start using it. Okay, let's leave this axle like this. Come on, rain, would you? Oh my goodness. Alright, we need the handbrake cable. Let's hope this is going to go on without a struggle. Okay. Come on, there's a bolt. And there's a bolt. Okay. Okay, let's bring this over here. I think that is assembled enough for us to get it onto the truck. It's actually nice and cozy under here. Okay. Alright, I think I've got all of those. Okay, now we can get this sorted out. Oh, this is getting super wet in the rain. Okay, I'm trying to make haste here getting this sorted out. And you know what, the other thing is the wipers in our truck doesn't work, so I'm not going to be able to turn on the wipers either. But you know what, it is what it is, guys. Just try and see if we can finish our job here today. Alright, well, that's going to get soggy in the rain eventually. Alright. Oh, come on, we could just go in there. Perfect. Alright, and zip that all down. Okay, shock absorbers. Let's get these in. Now let's not forget these freaking brake lines. Did I get them? Yeah, looks like I've got those. Okay. Alright, shock absorber. This one. Okay, that is looking good. The rear arm. Let's just get this bolted down. Okay, now we need to get our spring compressor, which... where the hell did I put it now? Is it back in the toolbox? Okay. Let's get this over there. And this over there. Okay, this is empty. Just chuck it there. Okay, let's see, guys. I think we're gonna try and install the wheels real quick. Alright, that is looking pretty good. And the last one, let's just get this one on as well. Alright, well, slowly but surely getting there. So the only thing we need to go and pick up from Lewis's store is going to be the transfer case, which I forgot to order. Alright, well, I think a quick drive down to Lewis. We quickly go and see if we can pick that up. Let's just put our tools inside the garage. I think it's going to be safer inside here. Oh, I nearly forgot to throw the spare tire in the back of Uncle Bull's truck over there. Alrighty. Well, let's get over to Lewis's store quickly, guys. Oh, goodness, I forgot about the trailer. The trailer is still connected up here. Yeah, it's quite a bit of a busy day, you know. Trying to get everything sorted on a Saturday. Okay, let's grab this trailer real quick. Let's just pull it along here. Come on. Come this way. Alright, almost there. Okay, and we'll just park it over here. Okay, let's quickly go over to Lewis's store so that we can get ourselves the the transfer case, guys. Alright. Whew. Yeah, it's getting a lot of water in on that side because I don't have a window on there. But you know what? It's okay. Come on. Can we get this thing fired up? Don't tell me something got wet in here now. Okay, there we go. Right. Come on, fire up. You can do this. There we go. Alright, it's running, guys, and it is also raining. Like, super hard. Okay, let's go this way. I'm just going to reverse it out all the way. Alright, well, just watch out for the tree. Alright guys, I think let's take a drive over to Lewis's store and I'll catch up to you guys once we get there. Alrighty, so here we are over at Lewis's store, and let's quickly see if he's got this transfer case. And man, this rain is terrible, but it looks like it's about to stop anytime soon, guys, so let's hope it stops real soon. Alright guys, so that is actually pretty awesome. So I went into the store and Lewis was starting to look around to see if he can find the transfer case for us, which he did, as you can see. So we are ready to hit the road back to Uncle Bill's house. And yes, the rain also decided to just stop for the minute. So I don't know how long it's going to last before it starts pouring down again. Because as I said, the weather is kind of weird like that lately. Alright, I forgot about the glow plugs. You know what? It's okay. Alright guys, so I'm gonna head back to Uncle Bill's house. We're gonna see if we can get the little Neva put together again. Let's just make a U-turn over here. And hopefully by the end of this video, that car will be able to move under its own power again with the help of our floor jack that we've got now. Hopefully it's gonna lift it up high enough so that we can get under there and tighten up all of the bolts we need to do. So here we go. Let's get back to the house and see how it goes, guys. Alrighty, so here we are back at Uncle Bill's house, guys, and I think it's yeah, just a little bit better for us to park here, nice and out of the way. So yeah, I still need to do a little bit more work to that truck eventually, guys. It's gonna get there once we have a little bit more money, because obviously that truck is gonna demand a whole lot of new parts and stuff eventually. So we'll see how it goes. So I think for us to get the transfer case under this thing, I'm going to lift it up with our new floor jack over here and see if it's going to make it a little bit more possible for us to do that. You can also take these jack stands out from under it. So yeah, there we go. That is as high as it'll go. I'm not too sure if that's going to help much, but you know what? I think it's a bit better than it's without it, you know. It's going to be a little bit better than it was. Alright, now I need to figure out where this thing's going to go to. Alrighty guys, so there we go. I think there might still be something missing, so I can't seem to figure out where this thing needs to bolt down on. So I think this is going to be something I'm going to have to try and do a little bit of research on. Maybe figure out how that goes back in. Because I even took out the rear drive shaft again, and it's still not doing the thing, guys. So I'm going to have to try and see what parts we are missing. I don't know if there's like a mounting bracket for this thing that I'm missing now, because I don't see anything in the truck, and I've been looking carefully and seeing how it came out, because I had a bit of struggle with getting to all of the bolts, and I kind of didn't really pay attention how everything came apart. So I think it's just going to be a matter of trying to put the puzzle together again. But guys, I think we have gone on pretty long in this episode. So as I said, the drive shaft goes in, but yeah, for some reason I don't see any way to mount this thing under here. It doesn't appear to want to go in where exactly it's supposed to go. So if anybody watching this has got any tips for me on how this is supposed to go back on here, please let me know in the comment section, and we will try and get it figured out, guys. So yeah, I think that is going to be a wrap for today's episode. I'm just a little bit bummed that I couldn't get this, figured out, and what is supposed to be happening here. But I'm pretty sure one of you guys will let me know, and we can get this sorted out, because I think it goes something like this. I just can't seem to get it to bolt down again. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. But alrighty guys, that is going to be a wrap for today. So thank you all so much for tuning in once again. I really appreciate every view, every like. And also, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. And then I will see you all, yep, you guessed it, in the next one.